Which batters I have found it hardest to pitch? It is the general impression among baseball fans that Joseph Faversham Tinker, the shortstop of the Chicago Cubs, is the worst man that I have to face in the National League. Few realize that during his first 2 years in the Big Show, Joe Tinker looked like a cripple at the plate when I was pitching. His groove was a slow curve over the outside corner, and I fed him slow curves over that very outside corner with great regularity. Then suddenly, overnight, he became, from my point of view, the most dangerous batter in the league. Tinker is a clever ball player, and one day I struck him out 3 times in succession with low curves over the outside corner. Instead of getting disgusted with himself, he began to think and reason. He knew that I was feeding him that low curve over the outside corner, and he started to look for an antidote. He had always taken a short, choppy swing at the ball. When he went to the clubhouse after the game in which he struck out 3 times, he was very quiet, so I have been told. He was just putting on his last sock when he clapped his hand to his leg and exclaimed, "I've got it!" "Got what?" asked Johnny Evers, who happened to be sitting next to Tinker. "Got the way to hit Matty, who had me looking as if I came from the home for the blind out there today," answered Joe. "I should say he did," replied Evers. "But if you've found a way to hit him, why, I'm from away out in Missouri, near the Ozark Mountains." "Wait till he pitches again," said Tinker by way of conclusion, as he took his diamond ring from the trainer and left the clubhouse. It was a 4-game series in Chicago, and I had struck Tinker out 3 times in the first contest. McGraw decided that I should pitch the last game as well. 2 men were on the bases and 2 were out when Tinker came to bat for the first time in this battle, and the outfielders moved in closer for him, as he had always been what is known as a chop hitter. I immediately noticed something different about his style as he set himself at the plate, and then it struck me that he was standing back in the box and had a long bat. Before this, he had always choked his bat short and stood up close. Now I observed that he had his stick way down by the handle. Bresnahan was catching, and he signaled for the regular prescription for Tinker. With a lot of confidence, I handed him that old low curve. He evidently expected it, for he stepped almost across the plate, and with that long bat drove the ball to right field for 2 bases over the head of George Brown, who was playing close up to the infield, scoring both runs and eventually winning the game. "I've got your number now, Matty," he shouted at me as he drew up at second base. I admit that he has had it quite frequently since he switched his batting style. Now the outfielders move back when Tinker comes to the plate, for if he connects, he hits him far with that long bat. Ever since the day he adopted the pole, he has been a thorn in my side and has broken up many a game. That old low curve is his favorite now, and he reaches for it with the same cordiality as is displayed by an actor in reaching for his pay envelope. The only thing to do is keep them close and try to outguess him. But Tinker is a hard man to beat at the game of wits. Many a heady hitter in the big league could give the signs to the opposing pitcher, for he realizes what his weakness is and knows that a twirler is going to pitch at it. But try as hard as he will, he cannot often cover up his groove as Tinker did. And so, he continues to be easy for the twirler who can put the ball where he wants it. Fred Clark of Pittsburgh has always been a hard man for me to fool on account of his batting form. A hitter of his type cannot be deceived by a change of pace because he stands up close to the plate, chokes his bat short, and swings left-handed. When a pitcher cannot deceive a man with a change of pace, he has to depend on curves. Let me digress briefly to explain why a change of pace will not make the ball miss Clark's bat. He is naturally a left field hitter and likes the ball on the outside corner of the plate. That means he swings at the ball late and makes most of his drives to left field. How is a batter fooled by a change of pace? A pitcher gives him a speedy one and then piles a slow one right on top of it with the same motion. The batter naturally thinks it is another fastball and swings too soon. That is, before the ball gets to him. But when a man like Clark is at the bat, and a pitcher tries to work a change of pace, what is the result? He naturally swings late, and so hits a fastball to left field.